Hello, hey guys, how's it going? As you know, I just started playing this game, and so far I really love it. I was just looking around, and I was basically looking around for a starter guide, basically on the game mechanics. You need to build up what should be your starter unit to pull for, and stuff like that. Basically, I look around everywhere.
Oh,
I can't find
oh,
it anywhere.
hey, is that boy?
so,
Can anyone hear my
After
voice?
playing for a
Any man
couple days
alive?
and looking around for all the stuff I can, even on the CN sites and stuff. So this is basically my summary guide, just short tutorial on basically the short game mechanics, a little bit about the game and how it works. How about let's start the game? Let's start the video with just one summon. One more summon. This game gives so much free stuff. It's amazing. Like, I hope the global release give a lot of tickets and stuff too. I heard CN got started. They started with like 50 free tickets and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we get a lot too. Oh, it's gold. Nice. Oh shit. Nice. I got a 6 star. Let's see what I got.
I am Druvis the Third.
Oh,
It's my
she's
pleasure to meet
actually
you.
pretty damn good.
You said I didn't look very pleased?
Oh yeah, yeah. She's the support I was looking for. Perfect. Oh yeah. She does the petrify. Yep. That actually is what I need. Cool. Anyway, so first of all, just a little bit about the game. This game is very story driven. So for anyone who are really into stories, this game is just blows my mind. Like, if you're just skipping the story, you're missing out on like literally 7 8 hours of just pure story. And one of the things that blew my mind is the voice acting. For example, this chick right here, she speak Russian. Seriously. Check this out.
Before the rules of the feel lost. Before the rules of
Не слышны в саду даже шорохи. Все здесь замерло до утра. Если б знали вы, как мне дороги подмосковные вечера.
That is pretty cool, right? There's this other chick I was playing. She actually speak like Cantonese, like for one of her ultimate skill, right? And then they're just like different characters with different accent. Like this girl right here,
Huh? Where's my hanky?
she's she's like, for example, just look at how much voice acting they
Y'all want
have.
some fries, burgers, or apple martini? The party's gonna begin. Sit tight, my
So
naughty guest.
she have like the midwestern accent, like y'all and all that. She's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm just amazed with how much voice acting they have in this game. It's just blows my mind. That's just for one unit. And it says a lot of stuff about how much effort they put into this game. It's insane. They have different like languages for different unit. That pretty pretty much says it right there how much effort they put into it. Anyway, let's get started. So basically, this video is gonna be about just a game mechanics and then the starting unit I recommend for you to build up, right? So first of all, the game mechanics for so as you know, basically this is basically like the element. Each element you make a team on, a increase damage by 30%, or you do less damage. If you're the opposite, or you take more damage, basically, right? So, I guess in the future, you probably want to make mono teams that does really well, But when you first starting out, um, this team right here is probably my recommended um, team you should start out with. They're all unit that you get for free you start out with. These two you get right away. These two you get from just playing like the first couple chapters in chapter one, and you get them for free also. So you can just slowly build them up. I'll tell you later why I want you to build them up, but for now, let's just give you a little bit idea of gameplay. So when it first starts, you're gonna get 7 cards total, and the first turn is always gonna be 2 cards for each character. So what that means is, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first 6 cards are gonna be 2 cards for each character, and the last card is gonna be a random card that combine with whatever, right? And this game is basically what you do is that for each move you do, you gain um, like I guess a dot or point, and once you get 5 points, you can use the ultimate. And each unit basically have 2 skills plus 1 ultimate. You'll figure out how it goes, but let's just play as we go, and I'll show you how it works. All right. So yeah. So for example, if I play 1 card, also just so you know, for example, this card does 140% damage, right? Physical damage. If it have all that debuff control, it does another 40% extra. But what I'm trying to say is here, for example, if I go like this, I combine the cards, notice you get 2 more star points. So what that does is that I'm losing 1 move to combine 1 cards. I'm not doing any damage, and I'm losing out on 140%. Once you combine it, it's 270%, right? That basically you're losing out. This does less damage than a single card damage, because if you it's not addition. So for example, 180 plus 180, what is that? That's 360%, right? So if you fire off these 2 cards by themselves, you're gonna do more damage. But if you combine them, you're gonna get your ultimate faster, but you do less damage. Does that make sense? Right? Anyway, there's sometimes it's better just to, you can either aim for the ultimate just because your DPS does more damage with ultimate, or it's better to combine certain cards because they're level 2 have a specific counter to it. I'll show you once that shows up. But let's go
Affirmative.
and see how this goes.
Fine.
See?
Careful.
Because I fill up the skills bars for the archer, now the ultimate shows up as one of the cards, right? And that's an AoE skill right there. And the best way to combine cards is not to move them, but actually if you use them and then if they meet up at the same time, they will combine. Only if this was a 1-star, you could do it that way. Or what you can do is that, let's say if I want to make a 3-star cards, right? I could do this. So this basically means is that I can combine with any card. I could go like that. It will make this card a level 2. And if I use this and this card, it will auto combine. See, auto combine doesn't not use a move card. That's the best part, right? And this is a heal. So yep. And when you combine it, it uses a move card. Just use it. It's just a bunch of strategic, I guess, stuff you can do in this game, and it seems really cool. Certain levels require you to finish the stage in so many turns, so you have to figure it out how it works. But so far it seems really cool. And also there's debuff and all that. So for example, this character is petrified, so if I use his skills, it doesn't do anything because he's petrified. He won't move, and I don't get anything out of it. So I just rather leave it as it is, or if I had a healer, I could probably cleanse it. It's just so much more stuff into this game than you know than I'm showing right now. But anyway, I'm not gonna use his ultimate because it's not gonna do anything. But oh, this ultimate does more damage. If I use, for example, let me use the buff first, because the buff card gave me a 10% penetration plus another 15% damage. So I just use the buff first and make that combine and ultimate, and I go like that.
I know the moon, and this is an alien
This
city.
game
Each
remind me
moment, now night.
basically a lot of FGO. And then, of course, my apple is not petrified anymore. So now I can use his ultimate.
Weightlessness only
And
lasts
as
a
you can
second.
tell, this unit is green. So that means the red unit does more damage. Whenever you see the counter, those unit, they actually have that word right there. It basically says counter on it.
Affirmative.
I get it completely.
The star falls towards the sun as the apple drops to the ground. Fine.
I weave the gown with thorns. You shall repay with sacrifice of wounds.
Oh, I think this is like the unit I just summoned. The one that does petrify. Oh yeah, she's pretty cool. So, yeah. Nope.
Sword shot.
Oh, affirmative.
Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Advice
And I
from
think
Horus.
this girl speaks Spanish.
Careful, young man.
Anyway, there's just so many language in this game from the different characters. I thought that's pretty damn cool. Oh. Yeah, I can make a 3-star that way. It's alright.
Oh, right, right. Oh, I get it completely. Shiny, shiny.
She's dead before I make that 3-star.
Which matters
And
more?
also, if you guys ever
Knowledge
play
or
Arknight,
strength?
so what that word right there that says is that I saved what I used to beat this stage, right? And I get all that. So what it does is that this time, let's say if I want to play this, let's say I'm farming for that, just because it's used as a, yeah, that's the math. Let's say I want to farm that math, right? So now I can just go here again without actually playing what I just did. It remember all the move I did, and I just click here and I can run it, how many times, but it's gonna use more stamina, if I do that. But if I just do level 1 and I hit start, it will farm it with the remembering all the skills that I used, and it will just go through it real quick. So it's like autoplay, because as long as you beat it once, it will actually have autoplay there.
So long lives this. Debería ser un intento al infinito. The eagle's eyes.
I weave the gown with thorns.
So yeah, and it speed up the gameplay. So can I quit? Yeah, I can.
Caro mi fu
So
quest'ermo
basically,
cole.
yeah, refund my 10 stamina I'm saving for. Anyway, and so that basically is what the gameplay is like, and combine cards and all that. So let's go into how to build your team. So what you want to do is that basically you're gonna have 3 active members, like I said, right, and 1 support. The 3 active member basically you're looking for is pretty simple. You want a 1 main DPS, that's what you want to focus on, and then at least one healer. This healer, you know, does at least healing, but it would be good if the healer also has cleanse. But whatever, just goes what you have. Like Apple does healing, you just see what you have for healers and go with that. This girl is really really good too, for healer. But so you want a one DPS, one healer, and then the third unit is gonna be support, debuffer, CC, whatever you want. That the third and fourth unit, basically, what you're gonna be. Basically, it's a support unit, but you can switch it out if you need more CC or debuff, for the unit you're gonna use for. Like, I would use her just because I will probably raise her up later just because she have a defense down, Her level 3 is 3 turns, reduce defense 25%. It's gonna increase my damage by a lot. So basically, what you want to focus on when you're first starting out this game, the 4 unit you want to go for are her. I don't know what her English name is. Sonata. Yeah. Her, Apple, right?
Are you here to confirm
Just
this,
basically
Apple
one of
Sentinel?
each color, right? So the brown, the blue, the green, and the red. She's like the beast. So basically what this team does is, this is like the support team. She does buff and DPS too. She's the main 5-star you're gonna get. He is gonna act as the healer, some DPS, and she's AoE DPS and she's single target DPS. That pretty much is it. The reason you want to build up these 4 units is because of the starter quest you're gonna get, right? I already finished some of them, but I think it's in Act 1, 2, or 3, which I finished. But basically what it does is that you're gonna have to level them up anyway, you're gonna have to level them up to imprint 1, I believe. So not imprint, inside 1. So just this thing right here, what it does is that the quest asks you to get them up to that high. So you want those for 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 unit to inside level 1, and then just farm as far as you can in the story basically, and go from there. Basically, once you start farming the stories, the resources, and go from there. Those 4 unit will carry you for probably until mid game. See, here's the debate. Some people say just level them up to inside level 1 and then start, because you can get those mats back and then start leveling some other unit you have. Or just because you don't have any other unit, just level those 4 units up and go as you go, right? I'm just testing right now and see how far they can carry me. But whatever, I'm gonna level up this unit later just because she's like my only DPS right now, and I'm gonna just level her up later just to see how good she do, right? But anyway, that's pretty much it. Basic game mechanics, the unit that you need to start off with, and hopefully that should get you started. I may do another team composition, team building video later if anybody needed, but I'm gonna have to go see all the tier list and go from there. But I'll probably play a little bit more later to get more ideas on what to do, right? All right, that's it. See you guys. Bye bye.